So my first homecoming date, I doubt she'll see this, but if she does, I am so sorry.
What are your thoughts on Trump meeting with Putin?
I'm going to answer your question with a question.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on Trump meeting with Putin?
You can't do that.
I was so pissed off once COVID hit, and then I realized I was in 3 band classes.
Yeah.
That was absolutely... Band class is the worst possible thing to do over Zoom. Can we talk about the friend zone thing?
Give me an example.
This probably ruined my freshman
let's do this.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Jordan Whitrock Show. I'm your host, Jordan Whitrock. Today we have... I don't want to say the same thing because he's special. This guest is special to me. I've only had a couple of business ventures with a few individuals, and he happens to be one of them. It started way back in, I think, 2021. We started a podcast called Overdrive. You can go check it out on Spotify. Legendary. However, due to... let's just put less desire to continue podcasts for some members, it ended. So I'm excited today because we finally get to bring him back to the podcasting space. So without further ado, let's welcome to the show, Oliver Roeper. Let's go.
Woo. How's it going? I do want to preface it was creative differences that ended
the creative differences.
Yes, creative
That's
differences.
Crazy. I don't think that was creative differences. Yeah. I'm trying to think back. I think it was just that we couldn't find times to film anymore.
It was a tough time.
I think it was just that after COVID.
Yeah, but COVID was still there, you know.
I know this is like that lingering period after where everyone's like, I think we're safe, but we don't know for sure.
Hold up, did we film the first episode of Overdrive before COVID actually started? I think we had to have.
No. That was Micah and I's podcast, which we also have Micah in studio. So we have the two of the people that I've started podcasts with. And we're all in the same room now. Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
Woo.
All right. So, Oliver, I bring you in here today because we have to discuss some pretty important topics. So a couple days ago, Trump met with Putin. Just kidding.
Lay it on me. Let's hear it.
No, I don't really have... Okay. Let's talk about it if you want to talk about it. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Trump meeting with Putin?
I'm going to answer your question with a question.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on Trump meeting with Putin?
You can't do that.
I want to hear your take, and then I'll go.
I think, I don't know. Do I think that they went into the meeting thinking they were going to have a peace treaty signed? No. Right? I don't think that's... I think if they were going to do that, they would have included Ukraine. I think this was just two guys flaunting power and being like, we should meet up in Alaska, you know?
Yeah.
And they probably didn't solve too many issues, you know. I think Trump was meeting with Zelensky,
that was after he met with Putin, right?
And I think that was either today or yesterday. I can't remember. So hopefully that leads to the peace talk, but I don't think it actually really did anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I really don't know a lot about this topic, so I'm glad we got that. But I agree with you.
I agree to disagree.
Yes.
All right, sweet. Okay. So we brought you to the show, and I'm excited because we used to have the podcast Overdrive, which it's so crazy. It turned into just a trivia show, basically.
I know. It was just a game show.
Yeah.
What were our initial thoughts, to talk about
topics? I don't know what our initial thoughts were because it literally just turned into, us, you know what? I really don't want to think or prepare too much for this show. Let's go, look up, a Reddit or a whatever website has, quizzes or whatever, and then we could just quiz. And what we would do is we'd run through the questions once with someone and have the other person leave the room. And then we would just switch places and do the exact same thing. So the episode would be 15, 20 minutes, but it's the same thing.
That was until our last podcast where we kind of reformatted it. We're both, because that was our most viewed podcast. Go watch it. It's a beautiful
was that the one
episode.
We had the bell?
The bell in between us. We had the mic so close to the bell, so the ring was so loud. But that was fun. That was
Dude,
more like a Jeopardy.
Our intro music is definitely peaking the entire time.
Yes. Dude, after we recorded that podcast, I've heard that intro music a lot. After
Dude,
and other
actually,
things.
a lot of stuff I've heard from other podcasts, just in videos or whatever, and that's that free to use content. Yeah. We love you, whoever you are, and if you do that, we appreciate it.
Yeah. No, it was perfect. And every episode, it started that it was just perfect. We had a thing going.
We had a good thing going. I don't know why it ended.
It could have blossomed.
We could start it back up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, well, for sure, man.
For sure, man. It created differences, though.
Yeah, it created
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
See, this guy's got commitment issues. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Okay, so I think back to, like, high school.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, there was a lot of great things that happened to me in high school. A lot of, like, there's good years, bad years, or whatever. But the one that always lives rent-free, I don't know if this makes it the best year would be my senior year, which was your freshman year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
We just ended up, I don't even know how it really happened, right? So I was friends with your brother, Jonah, still am. And we'll see if he ever wants to get on the podcast, you know.
I'm sure.
But trumpet probably was the reason, because we were in the same section, maybe.
Maybe.
But, like,
I don't know.
Why did we become friends, like, so close?
I don't know. Because we had 0 hour band together, so it was early mornings.
Was the only class we had together.
Didn't we? But we had two. The second some. Oh, that's a yeah. But
yeah.
I think we bonded Wednesday mornings because that was a late start Wednesdays, and I think in that time we would do stuff like we'd go get breakfast and stuff like that. I think that's where. But I really don't know. Also, Halloween we did the Jackson 5. Where
did you join the band for that year?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Was that the last year? Second to last year was, in my opinion, the best year for the Jackson 5.
Really? Wait, was I part of that?
I think you missed it by a year.
Yeah.
Because that year we went hard. Like, we had T-shirts. We had a theme. We, like, actually practiced music. Whereas, like, the last year was fun because everyone was there, but we just did pep band music. So, like, wasn't
it was definitely, and also pep band definitely helped.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I think it was that too.
But somehow, and like. So, like, I would say we needed to figure out a way that we became friends. But then once we became friends, I think I was really big at the time into Battlefront 2.
Mm-hmm.
And had you ever heard of the game Up? Or how did I convince you to play that game?
Dude, well, I didn't even have an Xbox until that year. I bought it for $100 off my... Actually, I bought it for $70 and they gave him a 1-ounce silver bar. So I kind of scammed him. It was an investment, though. Anyways, I got the Xbox and then I paid you... for your second Battlefront game in quarters. Do you remember that? Because you wanted to play with me.
Oh,
you charged me $10 for it, and I paid
had
you
two
in quarters.
Battlefront games?
Yeah. I got mine from you. I didn't even buy it.
I don't even know how I ended up with two.
Yeah. I don't know, but
yeah.
I mean, I was definitely a Star Wars fan before that, and then we started playing.
Dude, because
great game.
So then that whole year, that whole fall, we stayed up like till like 1 or 12 every night.
Yeah.
Playing. Actually, it was probably winter we did that because fall I was
literally I remember
with Micah.
We started playing before COVID, and then like during COVID is really when that peaked.
Yeah, so we'd played a lot up until COVID, and then COVID happened. So then it's like, well, now I got so much. I have too much time. Like I don't know what to do with it anymore. And then it was like, well, you want to play some Battlefront? Like I think that's literally what happened. It was just like, hey, you up? Like one of those like those like you're dating each other. Like,
are you bored in
like
class right now?
It's the booty call, you know. Like, yo, you up? You know, you want to play some Battlefront?
Don't call it a booty call.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Okay.
You know?
Really?
Really?
Really? Okay. I had a different experience, but like, I mean, we played so much of that game.
Yeah, we got really good too. Remember when we'd play like really good people. So Battlefront 2 is not really it's not skill level based matches. It's literally just like at the time it was like whoever's playing is just playing each other, you know. Yeah. And then they just try to mix up who you end up playing against. So they had a hero showdown, which was 2v2.
Yeah.
And you played as heroes, and so Ollie and I would be a hero, and the other two would be a hero, and then like. Dude, some of the best times on that game is like when we'd go against people that like had no life, and somehow we kept in the game. It like probably was like the only good map we were good at, you know.
We just wanted it more.
Something like that. I remember there was one time that I was like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I was just chasing a Boba Fett the entire map, and he just kept running away from me. I think the map, the rounds are like 10 minutes, so we just wasted 10 minutes. But I think that's where the podcast idea started, because we would talk about like. Actual like real life stuff.
Yeah.
We like relationship, you know, culture, whatever that is. Yeah. And I think eventually we were just like we should just have like a podcast like yeah, and these are good topics to talk about. Other people should hear.
And
about.
It was the start of the end of COVID, so it was like I mean we could keep playing Battlefront, but now that we can actually be real
play
social
and do a podcast
and do it, yeah, and that's how that started.
How did we come up with our name? Overdrive.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
I wonder if it was because it was before ChatGPT, so I wouldn't have been able to even be like, "Yo, give me some like podcast names," you know. I wonder if I just like did a random word generator or something like that, and then combined 2 words or something like that.
Yeah,
and it was like over and drive were 2 words combined.
It's insane. We actually were able to work together enough to create a podcast like that.
I do have to say, I said this on Micah's podcast episode, that Micah taught me a lot at that point of like how to even record audio and like edit and stuff like that. So then by the time we were done with our episode, I was like proficient enough to like do it.
Yeah.
So that then when we did ours, I actually knew what I was kind of doing to like find a way. Like,
I didn't do any. Like, I just was there.
You just showed up. Yeah, no, which worked. Which that's what we wanted.
Yeah.
You know. We just needed your comedic timing. You know.
Which was very awkward. And if you listen to some of the Overdrive intros, you can tell I was a very awkward guy at the time. But I fully embraced that. You know.
Yeah.
That brought our viewership up.
Do you still embrace that?
Am I still awkward? Yes, I fully embrace that I'm still awkward.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say, because you can still be awkward and not embrace it anymore.
I really don't think I've changed that. This sounds weird. I don't think I've changed that much. I mean, that was a weird time for me. That was like, I was developing. Can we cut that? Let's cut that. Or not. We don't have to cut that. No, but you know, but like that's when I was trying to figure out how to be social, and if you listen to those episodes, I was very awkward.
Why do you think you were awkward? Do you think there was a reason?
What do you think, Jordan? I think you were one of the people that would call me Awkward Ollie a few times.
Okay, I feel okay. Now we need to get rid of this right now. You have like people that bullied you for a lot of things, and then you just like
this guy.
Yeah, that's what he does. He just is like, yeah. Remember when you would say that? I'm like, why would I have said that?
Jordan,
I would not have said that.
Let's just say I think you were my role model, and then you'd shoot me down. Like, okay. Can we talk about the friend zone thing?
Give me an example.
This probably ruined my freshman year.
Let's do this.
Yes. So, I don't even know what happened. I went to homecoming. I'm looking at the camera, but I went to homecoming, and then I thought it went great. And then Jordan was like, "Good luck." What did you say? It was something about the friend zone.
So talk about homecoming. Like, what happened? I'm trying to remember too. Like, what happened during your homecoming experience that like got us to this conversation?
Okay, so
you went with a girl, I'm assuming, or no? Like that's what audience needs to know.
I did go with a girl.
So you went with a girl freshman year to homecoming.
And I mean, I think there was.
Did you ask her?
Yes, and that was one of my more awkward. Okay, so my first homecoming date. I doubt she'll see this, but if she does, I am so sorry. I was too scared to ask them in person, and I love the sign. Like I like homecoming signs. I think it's cool. Yeah, but I was so scared to like present that in person, so I asked her best friend for her locker combination, and I just taped the sign on the inside of the locker.
That's creepy.
So when she opened the locker, she was just with the sign. And literally, I wasn't going to talk to her in person, so there was this other sheet
that
with,
said, like,
will you go to homecoming with me, with a box for yes and a box for no.
And then what did you, like, how would you have found out?
She asked me for my locker combination, so she put the answer into my locker.
But you didn't, like, think of that ahead of time to, like, on the bottom of the yes and no to be like, put in locker, whatever.
I completely messed up there. I
was no way for her to get it back
flustered. To you. But that was a bad start.
Okay.
There was no confidence whatsoever.
Yeah, which is fine. That's freshman year. Same thing for me. Yeah. I was an immature person. And then, you know, sometimes I still am, but I'm definitely better, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely moments where I'm like, why'd I laugh at that, you know?
No, it's funny. No.
Okay, so you get the date. You make the plans. Are you with a big friend group?
No. Okay. That was the awkward thing, too.
Oh, so it was just you?
No. So I was originally going to go with a big friend group who were my friends at the time.
Yep.
But two of the girls, one that was in my group and then one that was in the other group had a clash.
Okay.
So last minute the group split off. So it was me and then 4 girls. And that was a little too much for me. It was a great time.
So were like you the only guy in the group before the split? Or did all the other couples go together?
There was one other guy. I had no idea who he was. He went to a different school.
Split off with the other group kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it was.
All right, so what made homecoming awkward?
Just that. Like, it was me.
So it was just you maybe not being comfortable in a situation like that, which is normal. Okay.
Yeah. No, but it was a great time.
Yeah. But then
it was just weird.
But then it got, okay, so then that's what got us to the conversation of being friend zoned?
No, I think even before that, you shook all my confidence because it was before that. I don't know. Stuff happened where you're like,
all right,
Oliver, you're friends with everyone. You're just in everyone's friends.
no, you know what
like
it
that.
was. No, you can't throw this on me. All right,
It was so you.
No. No. I agree. That's why I said that. I was trying to figure out why I said that. This is what happened.
Okay.
We were talking, and you were like, I want to date someone, but I don't think I can date anyone. I don't think, why does no one like me like that? I think you said something along the lines of that. Would that kind of seem right?
Okay.
Something along that line?
No, that does seem right. I think I was venting to you.
Yes, which then I was like, I think your issue is that you're friend zone with like every girl in your grade. And I told you, I'm like, that's not a bad thing. It just means that like you're so close in friends that they don't see you as someone that's like mysterious or romantic partner. They see you as like, oh, I know Ollie. Like we've been friends for so long. I can tell him anything, but I don't want to.
That's a tough space to be in.
And I think that's why we were talking like that. You were friend zoned with every girl in your grade, because I think you were like, well, why wouldn't this person like want to go out with me? And I'm like, probably because you like are already like dating without like you're already the gay friend. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. You know when you put it that way. No. But that was just a rough awkward
Okay,
time,
so I shook your confidence. How did I shake that confidence?
Well, because
I thought we tried to work it out and figure out a way for it to
seem like it was some sort of unshakable illness.
Oh,
like,
that you were never gonna.
I was just too nice to actually.
Okay.
Which
that was the flaw in my figuring out the.
I have a girlfriend now. I was able to break out of the friend zone. Let's clear that up.
We had to clarify.
I'm not the gay friend. That's
anymore.
Yeah. You know, I was a gay friend. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. No, I take that.
Okay. Yeah, because what was the other? What are some other things we talked about during that Battlefront period in our life? You know.
I don't know.
There was we probably talked about COVID, you know.
Yeah.
We got I just remember a lot of times going to bed being like, that was a really great conversation. It wasn't about us playing the video game.
Yeah.
We walked and then there would be sometimes where we'd be like, all right, I'm going to go to bed. I'll talk to you later. And then we'd talk for another hour and the game would be off.
Like,
you know.
And when we ended the stream too, because you were streaming at that
time.
Oh
yeah, that's right. That was like,
so we were having these deep conversations like on stream, which it wasn't a popular stream, but there were people there and people chipping into the conversation.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah, but usually when the stream ended, we'd talk for another hour.
That's
after.
Right. You were truly the first person in my streaming like career, if you want to call it that. Yes. You were like the first person, because we used to stream I'd only stream Battlefront 2 because that's the only game I ever was like okay at, and I had an Xbox. I used a laptop, fried that thing streaming because of that. But yeah, you and I would always be you have the oldest clip. You're part of the oldest clip on Twitch that I have.
Do you still have those? Because I've tried. There's some gems.
So I don't have the streams. Okay. So I never figured out that how to download and save them, and I probably didn't have enough storage anyway to save those streams. Yeah. And there's only like 1 or 2 clips from like way back. Like the only one I could think of now is like, I think we were like messing around on map or something like that, and like I jumped or something and missed the ledge. And then you and I were like, no. But then I landed on like something, and it was like, no. Like one of those like old peak clips where like the face cam is literally my entire forehead, you know, and because I had my laptop camera.
Also, I mentioned earlier, but for all of the Overdrive fans out there, it was Rangers Genix, right?
At the time.
Yeah, Jordan's Twitch name, he was streaming. This is my face reveal, so.
Yeah, this is true.
Hi.
He's literally been keeping a low profile up until this point.
Yep. So I'm here. But I think with the stream we had we talked about religion a lot. We talked about as much politics as I knew at the time. But we had good conversations.
But we got close, and I remember you had a study hall 6th hour. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have a class 6th hour. Right. I don't know what I had going on. If I had a college class? I had college class, but I had to be back to school for some reason. Maybe I just had like soccer practice or something. Mm-hmm. But I remember this would have been like spring semester. I talked to the band teacher, and I was like, hey, I know I'm in 0-hour band. I've always wanted to play percussion, never had an opportunity because I was a trumpet player. I was like, I'm a musician, like, because the requirement's always like you need to know how to play piano before you play percussion, you know. And I was like, is there any way that like Sixth Hour has no percussion. They may have one percussion player kind of thing. I was like, is there any way you'd let me play percussion for Sixth Hour? Because they usually tend to play. That period was a way smaller band than 0 Hour, so it was like they didn't get to play the more complex maybe music selections as 0 Hour. So it was easy enough that I could figure out how to play timpani and stuff like that. Yeah. And I remember I was like, Ollie, you should join Sixth Hour because then you and I could just kind of mess around in percussion and that would be fun. How many rehearsals did you get to go to before COVID happened?
It was like we didn't do a performance, right? I think it was
no, and that's the thing. I can't say I did percussion for a performance because literally COVID happened. So I was like, I remember like literally practicing on the xylophones and stuff because I was like, I can't I'm isolated in this. You hear exactly every single thing I hit.
I was so pissed off once COVID hit, and then I realized I was in 3 band classes.
Yeah.
That was absolutely band class is the worst possible thing to do over Zoom. We had 0 Hour, we had 3rd hour jazz band, and then 6th hour constant.
Yeah, that was like the one thing we didn't take into consideration. Like, had a pandemic happen and we had to do all classes online, we would have been in 3 band classes.
Yeah,
because you're right. That was pretty rough.
Yeah. We played Battlefront during most of those, funny enough, so it was all right.
Okay, I think I shared this on the podcast episode before, but when I talk about the story of like me playing Battlefront with a guy during class in COVID, this is the guy.
Yeah.
So what's the story? We're in. Was it jazz band?
It was jazz.
2nd hour jazz.
Was it? Or it could have been. It might have been jazz band.
Yep. Yeah, it was jazz band because it's not 0 Hour. That was too many people in there, and Isaac would have been next to me.
Yeah.
So we were playing Hamilton, so I was trying my best, on the delayed Zoom call videos. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we're playing Battlefront while our teacher is just like talking about whatever. I don't even know because we can't really play music, so I don't even know what we did during those classes.
But would she make us have our cameras on? Sometimes.
At the beginning, you had to have your camera on, and then you could turn it off when class
It was
started.
just attendance, yeah.
Yep. But we would play. I had my little TV next to me with my laptop, and so then I could like look at my TV and play at the same time. And I remember there was one time we were playing Battlefront. I don't know what map we were playing, but you just what were you saying?
I don't know. Well, first of all, Battlefront gets heated.
It does get heated.
It's a high stress game. You're saying a lot of stuff, but then I think we just fired up the game, and I was kind of excited. We were about to play, and then I yelled, "Jordan, do you read?" And my mic wasn't muted. And then I didn't realize that until our band teacher at the time, she like made a noise, and then I was like, was that at me? But we were also on a call, so you were cracking up laughing. I didn't know why. And then I looked at my computer, saw the little mic thing wasn't redded out, and I was like, shit. I think I said shit on, and then I turned it off, and Miss Paulson was like, are you all right?
Oliver, are you good? And I'm dying because I know I'm the only kid in the whole hall that knows what's going on.
That was like the most exciting thing that happened during COVID. I mean,
was playing video games. That's when Fortnite was big too.
Yeah.
So like everyone was just playing Fortnite too. You already knew that.
Yeah, but that was like my heart just sunk when that happened. Yeah. I was like, I am
But
screwed.
Then it's like, think about it. It's like, what would she have done?
Yeah, I mean, I was just like, my bad.
Do you think she would have like gave you an F? I don't think she would have, but like,
dude, I had an F in band class up until finals
that's right.
week.
You
my brother
and your brother would never do your scales.
Exactly. Yeah.
Until like the last day.
Yeah. Well, like it was kind of fun because you so much makeup work. You just kind of push it back a little bit. But I have the potential to get an A in this class, and then you're rocking a C- in finals week.
Yep.
And then you have to do a dozen scales in a matter of like 4 hours. That was exciting stuff,
dude.
I always passed band with an A, except 6th hour, which I'm still mad about.
How did you not get an A in 6th hour?
I didn't. Well, because we had to do stuff for percussion, and I didn't know how to play percussion. She made us record drumming bits and then submit them to her.
Yeah, it was like use 2 spoons in a bowl.
And I sucked at all of that. And I decided like
what were you did you ever get into an actual in-person class for 6th hour?
Yes, I was in 2.
Okay.
And I was playing xylophones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was way harder than the drum rhythm that you probably would have.
No. Well, xylophones are easy. It's like piano, which I used to take piano.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to keep a beat. That was one of the hardest things. I literally submitted all of my scales, just like the recordings, and I just did bad on them.
I don't even know if we had to do that.
Yeah, we did. Remember, they were like,
doing that.
Yeah, we submitted them to the, what's that website?
Classroom?
No.
Canvas?
No. It was a music one. It's like you record videos of yourself, submit them. What is that called?
It's not a music. What is it, Micah? Yo, this is crazy.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I can picture the website and having to do that for like math class and stuff, right? Is it that website?
Come on, Micah.
God, it's on the tip of
Yeah,
my
you got to
tongue.
look it up. What?
Yeah.
It was
I want to say
it was
musically, but that's
no,
a
no.
different
It was
thing.
either blue or green. Was like
I think
the
it was
theme,
green.
Was the theme.
I thought it was green. What is that called? I remember like the website, the function of it very vividly.
Nope, don't got it. That's crazy.
Uh-oh. Micah, you got to find this.
Yeah, because then once COVID, like, every teacher was like, oh, now we can use videos. And so I was like, bruh, that's tough.
Yeah.
I think the best week, dude, honestly, I think that's the only thing that saved me in my college classes, though, was COVID. Because then actually, no, I was doing fine in my classes, fine enough for what I was willing to put effort into. However, for my final paper for my philosophy class, I wrote it on the wrong topic. But it was a good paper, so he couldn't give me full credit for it because it was the wrong thing. But he was like, "That was a good paper. I'll give you like whatever." So that hurt my grade. But
I see. Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah, I mean.
Wait, did we find it?
Screencastify?
Yep.
No,
No,
that's what it was.
it.
Wait.
I don't know. Screencastify is the thing you use to like screen record, right?
But this integrated with Google
Google
Classroom.
No, it wasn't Google Classroom. It was another website.
All right, if you're currently watching this show, put in the comments what this website was, or that you recorded videos and you could like write stuff.
It was a green theme.
Maybe.
What was it?
I just remember using it for math class all the time.
Yeah.
Because we had to explain how to do a math problem to the rest of the class, and so that's what you would do, and then you'd watch people's videos. Like, on how
in
to
high school.
Yep, and like this would be problem 12, how to solve problem 12, and then you'd watch someone's video on how to solve problem 12 kind of thing, and you'd hope you get an easy one. Like you'd hope you get 1, 2, because 15 is the hardest on a math sheet, right?
Yeah. Wow, that brings back memories. Yeah,
Dude,
but how was COVID in college? Like, how did that work? Was everything virtual?
Yeah, no. So like that was the thing, is like COVID shut down everything.
Mm-hmm.
You like it was like people were paralyzed for like a week, like in the education, because they were just like, okay, what do we do? Like, all right, we're going to move to Zoom or something like that. Awesome, we made that decision. Mm-hmm. But now we have to figure out how to actually make that happen. So like it just took a while. So I know college was like, all right, guys. Like we kind of can do it online, but we have to like kind of reshape how we're gonna do this, you know?
Yeah.
And
were you living on campus?
no, because I was a senior in high school still, so I just was taking college courses.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
So I did senior year fall semester. I was at Ripon College, and then I had the one cap class in high school, but then I had 3 classes in Oshkosh my spring semester and then I only had band, so I had those 3 classes, and then I had 0-hour jazz band and 6-hour band.
Gotcha. Did you graduate early taking all those college classes?
No, so my goal with that was just because the school had a thing where if you took college classes, they'd pay for it.
I see.
So I got like I got a semester. I was a semester done by the time I went to school.
Gotcha.
And then I graduated a semester late.
All right.
So
nice.
yeah, but we were full time the whole time. And the crazy thing is, I was taking like 21. I took like 21 credits my first semester, or like 24 credits, because I took 21 in the fall, and then they offered. They don't have it anymore, but at Oshkosh they used to offer like in the winter you could take a 3-credit course. So I took like a religious studies course, and so I like my first semester I technically took 24 credits.
Wow.
But then when I became a double major, I was like, there's no sense killing you, and you kind of just have to wait for when to be able to take the class you need. So I knew it was going to slow me down.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I took 16 credits worth of college classes my senior year of high school.
Were you able to go on campus or no?
So for one was asynchronous, which it was completely virtual. It wasn't because of COVID. It was just because the class form. But then I took a computer science class.
Who did you take it through? Oshkosh or Ripon?
That was Ripon. Yeah. No, it was a pretty good class. I'm a psychology major now, so that was kind of my intro to that. But I took 16 credits or college credits of classes in high school. I haven't transferred a single credit into college. It was a complete waste.
From all of those at Ripon?
Yeah, I took them for. I mean, they were interesting classes, but they're kind of useless. The only thing it did for me was a GPA boost.
Oh.
So
you did transfer it because otherwise it wouldn't show up on your
high school
transcript.
GPA. Because they were counted as AP classes, even higher than AP classes, and I just wanted a better GPA.
Gotcha.
But I completely messed up in the transfer.
You could still probably get them. Were you going into your junior year?
I don't know if I can get the syllabuses anymore. That's the problem.
You could definitely. Well, think about it. Like people who need their resume and need like their GPA or whatever, they just call their school. Like, I'm 50 years old. I don't have this. I don't know. I don't have my GPA number. Cause
I should figure that out. I'm a little behind right now. Study abroad completely screwed me. Yeah.
How are you behind? Like you're a semester behind now?
So Carleton is a trimester system. Yep. The study abroad I went on was a semester. So because of that, I took So I instead of 2 terms, I took 1 semester. So I'm 2 classes short now.
So that would put you over 1 semester. Is that how that would work? Or try with it?
So each
like say that you don't have 2 classes and you get done with your 4 years is up and you still have 2 classes. Would that just be like 1 try?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'm allowed to overload 1 trimester, and that's it. They don't allow overloading anymore. So I probably need to transfer a college class. We'll figure that out. That's not important right now. School's coming up. I'm a little stressed, but
yeah. Has school been challenging for you or not really?
Yes. Yeah, it has.
Socially and educational or just educational?
Socially, it's been fine. Nice. Educationally, it's been pretty
See,
rough.
I know we talked about and kind of goofed around earlier in the episode about your social ability. I feel like, though, you blossomed within your high school.
Yeah.
Like, by senior year, I feel like you were pretty, like, who you are, if that makes sense, like, today, you know?
Well, that's the thing, because I definitely was socially awkward. I didn't feel socially awkward, though, and I felt like I was a very social kid. Like, I knew a ton of people. I was never very much like a loner.
Yeah,
I always had a lot of friends. It was just kind of awkward, you know? But, like, going into college, it wasn't like that. It was very easy to find people. Also, like, I mean, my roommate situation worked out great, and I'm living with my roommate again, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Micah, did you live with the same roommate twice?
I lived with the same 2 for 2 years, technically.
But when you were in the dorms, because you had to be in the dorms 2 years, right?
No, you only had to be... Actually, you didn't even have to be in the dorms.
Really?
At all.
Is that like a Madison rule or just because you were close enough?
There just isn't enough on-campus housing.
Oh, so it's almost like better for them to stick kids off. Okay.
Right, and then it's not... They don't control where you go, what you do, anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah. At Carleton, I have to live on campus for 3 years. So it's only my senior
3 years?
3 years. It's only my senior year where I can actually live off campus.
Usually it's just that freshman, sophomore.
Yeah. Carleton's is a strange school.
What do you think? Do they have like weird people there? Obviously not including you.
I would say, honestly, I'm weird at Carleton, and it's not because I'm necessarily myself weird.
Are people just like geniuses there and antisocial?
They're very different. Like it's a different.
So you keep saying different, and so I'm trying to figure out what different is. Is different weird?
I would say
is different because they're going to find the cure for cancer. Like, what do you mean different?
No, so
not
right,
these kids.
Let me get my thoughts in order here, because I have to be careful explaining this. It's an incredible school with an incredible group.
No,
of
we're
people.
not knocking the school. We're just trying to figure out what the people are.
So we grew up in our hometown, which lacks a lot of cultural diversity.
What? Yeah.
So it's a small rural town in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Lacks diversity. I go to Carleton, where a pretty high percentage of the student population is international. So you have a ton of international students coming in, and it fosters a very diverse community, which is great. It's just was very different for me going into it.
Yeah.
Everyone's smart. Everyone's very quirky, which I would say I'm I don't know.
You were gonna say you're normal compared to people.
Normal is, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if I was to go there, and I found someone that was like you, I'd be like, that's normal.
Yes. Like, so, okay. we might need to cut this out. I really don't know if it's like bad, but like you go to like city schools or something like that, or you go to Madison. A huge part of the student body is like, I mean, blonde white girls. That's a huge thing. That's who you see the most
All right,
of.
Micah, let's see. Can you confirm or deny this about Madison?
And I'm not saying Madison isn't diverse. It's just
No. I agree.
Yeah.
Micah?
No, I completely agree. I mean, Madison is very, very white. I think it's very representative of the Midwest itself.
Yeah.
It's like if I were to bring up the diversity numbers for Madison, I guarantee it'd be like, oh yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just saying like that group is definitely a minority at Carleton. It's such a diverse.
Well, I feel
group
like that's
of
a
people.
cool, unique experience. Then,
It's incredible.
But I bet it was a culture shock for you though when you went there.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, growing up, I mean,
I went to
I
went to Oshkosh. It was the same thing as my school. I mean, there was a couple more diverse students for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was like people that were white and had probably dyed their hair blonde, so they could be
exactly.
blonde,
I mean, it was a complete culture shock going into it because I thought like going from one rural town to another rural town, it's going to be pretty cohesive.
Yeah. Where is Carleton?
It's Northfield, Minnesota, so it's about
it's north of Minnesota too, which is kind of crazy.
Northfield, Minnesota.
Thank you. So
where is
that?
South of the Minneapolis. It's
how far south? Because isn't Minneapolis like kind of more middle?
It's mid. So I would say it's in the more southern part of
Minnesota's.
Hey, can we pull up a map, Micah?
Yeah, let me pull up a map.
It's like, Rochester?
Yeah.
It's like to the left of that, to the west of that.
Oh, so it's like middle of the state.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
it's very
okay.
Not a lot going on there. It's not like
what's the common crop there? Corn.
Yeah.
I hear that it's soybeans right now.
Soybeans?
Yeah, I was talking to someone from Minnesota, and they were saying that their crop this year in particular just happens to be more soybeans.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't been there in a while. But,
I left when they planted.
I'll be kind of disappointed if I go in.
If it's not,
I love the
cornfields. If it's like corn instead of soybeans.
Yeah. All right. Do we do we have the map pulled up?
We have a map pulled up. Okay, I think the
and
easiest.
Mike is like, I don't know how you guys are gonna see this.
No.
No.
Oh,
the easiest way to describe it to Wisconsin viewers is if you were to be in Stevens Point and go straight west,
left.
Correct, to the left, west.
Yep.
You would hit Northfield, which is like 45 minutes south of Minneapolis, which is probably in. Okay, now we're going to break down Minnesota into quarters, right?
It's Rice County, if anyone
It's
knows where that is.
the first 25% in between the first 25 and the second 25.
Vertical or horizontal are we cutting
Vertical.
Okay.
It's
What's one? Bottom or top?
bottom.
Okay, bottom's one, so we're in 2.
You're on the border between
2 and 3.
1 and 2.
Oh, 1. Oh, you're way south then.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I was thinking. So you are very central to the state, but just south.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think it was like a 4-hour drive from the Iowa border.
Got you.
Yeah. Wait, no, maybe less than that. I don't know. But it is pretty far south. And I mean, Minnesota is a land of 10,000 lakes.
Yep.
There's like one pond near Northfield that looks like a lake. It's very just rural farmland.
So we had brother betta fish once upon a time.
Moishus.
So how did you end up with the betta fish? Oh, was the reason because I had my fish tank?
Yeah.
And then you were like, it would be fun to have a fish, like, because like, why wouldn't you have a fish, and then you found someone that had a fish tank, like the whole setup, right? Is that what happened or no?
No.
Okay, break down. How did you get your tank?
Okay, so
your tank was very nice. I was jealous of your tank.
Yeah, I still have it. But the first betta fish I got was a completely impulsive purchase.
Okay.
I was at a Petco trying to. I don't support this.
He was trying to save the betta fish.
I always get so sad when I walk by the betta fish in those little bowls, and I was like, okay, I can show one a good home. So I bought one, and I mean, when I got home, I was in absolute shambles trying to figure out a tank situation for this thing.
So you had no filtration or any like
no filtration.
Did you buy
no
food? I'm assuming though.
No, I fed it broccoli for the first day. No, like it was horrible. And then
You literally had no plan.
I bought the fish. You think someone at Petco, when I'm buying a beta fish, they were like,
dude,
okay, there's some stuff you need with this, but they just didn't care.
But maybe they just assumed you've already had them. See, I was buying fish, and I was like, yeah, I would like 2 of these neon tetras and like 2 raspberries or whatever. And they're like, well, how big's your tank? And I was like, well, I have a 29-gallon tank. And they're like, oh, like, what kind of fish do you already have in it? Like, they weren't gonna let me buy it if I had too many inch fish. Like when they do the measurement, you can only like 1 inch worth of fish is 1 gallon. So like I could have 29 inches worth of fish in my tank before it would be too crowded. That's how they do the measurements.
Wow. Okay.
But I'm like, dude, the amount of fish I have maybe gets to like 15. Like, what are we doing here? And I'm buying an inch fish. I'm buying 4-inch fish. Like, so then we're gonna get up to like, I don't know.
See, at least they care about the wellness of the fish in that situation.
No, I think she was just trying not to let me buy something. I think she wanted the fish. I don't know.
Okay, I see. Okay. But anyways, so I named it was a beautiful blue little beta fish.
Did it eat the broccoli or did it just sink?
Oh, yeah. It destroyed that stuff. It loved it.
Really?
Yeah, which is weird because I think beta fish are carnivorous.
Yeah, like, and they probably don't find broccoli often in the water that they swim in.
I don't know. It liked it, though.
Where do beta fish come from? Like...
Okay, let's take guesses here.
We'll take guesses. We'll have Micah look it up for me. I'm gonna say like it's got to be like some South America or Africa, right?
Yeah, it's got to be southern tropical. Wait,
I'm gonna go Niger.
Okay, because that's Africa.
I know. Well, that's what I said, South America or Africa.
I thought you just said South America.
Oh no,
I was thinking.
Not. Well, I thought of Africa.
Actually, I think I know the answer to this because they're also known. This might not be correct, but as Japanese fighting fish.
Oh,
so I'm going Japan.
All right.
Okay, Ollie was very close.
Yeah.
Beta fish, also known as Siamese fighting fish.
Japanese.
Hey, let's
originated from Southeast Asia, specifically Thailand, and are found in many nearby countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia.
What did you call it?
I called it
Japanese fighting fish.
Hey, Micah, can we look up Japanese fighting fish real quick?
On it.
Yeah.
Where do we think Japanese?
But that's definitely right.
Okay, I didn't know they were called that though.
Okay. Yeah.
But you ended up with 2 blue beta fish at some point.
Yes.
How did that happen? Because I ended up with one of them.
So then I was like looking for a tank because I was keeping this thing in maybe a 1-gallon vase.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was a weird looking vase.
It was just a little flower vase, and it wasn't gonna last. So then my mom helped me with Facebook Marketplace looking for a fish tank. We found the perfect fish tank. I mean, this beautiful thing came with living plants, gravel for $30,
which is crazy.
The only catch was that the tank came with a beta fish. And it was too good of a deal to pass up. And then the thing with the fish is they fight if you have 2 male fish together.
Yep.
So I bought the tank that came with a much better
I remember
looking,
getting that
beautiful
snap from you and being like, hey, have you ever thought about owning a beta fish? And I'm like, maybe, but like, no, I don't really need one. And you're like, would you ever be willing to take one?
Yeah. Yeah. So... yeah, I gave that fish to you, and apparently it lived a long life.
Dude, that thing lived from... So you would have gave me that going into my freshman year of college, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had it freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year. That fish lived 3 years in a tiny plastic bowl.
That's amazing.
How long did your fish live?
Well, we don't know the age of it when I got it. I definitely killed that fish, though. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. Because I was trying to... The tank was absolutely beautiful, and there was just one fish in it.
Yeah.
And I was doing research on beta fish. Like, you can put other fish in it.
Okay.
And so I bought, like, a few of these neon tetras.
Okay.
And I put them in there because apparently they can live together. But I didn't take into account that when you buy a fish from Petco, they can have infections. And I didn't cleanse these fish. So when I put them in the tank, they stressed out and infected my beta. Beautiful.
Infected with what?
I don't know. It had fin rot, which I cured.
Oh, that's right. Your fish was needy as frick.
I know.
Wait, what fish? So did I end up with the Petco fish?
You ended up with the one I bought the first time.
And then
the one, yeah.
Because that guy was a trooper. Like, the water was so cold all the time because I didn't know how to heat it because it was a small plastic bowl, you know? But
yeah. No, I really feel bad about that entire thing. It was impulsive.
Yeah, you're right.
But I did everything in my power to cure that fish. I cured 2 illnesses that fish had. The third one, it got him. So.
Yeah.
And actually, because it didn't get along with the tetras, the tetra started like biting at it. I returned the tetras to Petco.
Dude, I returned. Okay, so when I first got my fish tank, I had a ton of beautiful fish in it, right? But then a couple of them died, so I don't think I either didn't have the right food or something was off in the tank that just like it was just the one breed died.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that happened. Or no, 2 breeds died, but 2 of them lived. So then I was like, well, I'm gonna get like I usually like what you do is you have a centerpiece fish, so that's like your bigger fish that like attracts most of the attention, and then you have the school fish that like move around to like fill up the tank, you know. And I lost my centerpiece fish, and so I'm like, I need another centerpiece. I was like, let me get this like they call it a shark something. I was like, let me get this fish or whatever and put it in my tank or whatever, and because he'll be like the centerpiece fish, right?
Mm-hmm.
When a fish has shark in its name, I think it's probably gonna treat other fish like it's a shark.
Mm-hmm.
And so that guy, I had zebra fish in there, which are like really fast swimming fish, and that one was just like messing up those fish, like because they were just moving a lot, obviously, and it probably got triggered with the amount of movement. So then he was attacking all the fish. So I had to like quickly catch him, put him back in the bag that I like got rid of all the air and water out of.
Yeah.
And like remember bringing it back to PetSmart and being like, I can't have this fish. He's eating all my other fish.
Dude, the drive from Petco when you get a new fish is the best feeling in the world. It's just like you have this new thing.
So true.
The drive back to return the fish is just it's so sad.
Yeah, because you're like, I wish I could just kill this fish, but the fish costs $15 for some reason.
Yeah. Wait, did they give you a full refund?
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't give me one.
Well, was yours like a time thing? How long did it take for you to return the fish?
Probably a week.
Yeah, it could have been like, yeah, that's a long time to have.
Dude, I have another story. I feel so bad about this. I really wanted to be a good fish owner. It just didn't happen. But there was one day. So these tetras are small.
Yep.
And
so how long did oh, no, you had to return them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I was cleaning the tank with the tetras.
That beta's like, what the fuck? You gave me a disease and then took the fish that gave me the disease.
That fish lived the most glorious life up until my ownership of it. I'm like, I really did my best.
All right, okay.
But anyway, so I was cleaning the tank with my tetras. I think I had 6 of them. It was a big tank.
Yep.
I had 6 of the tetras, and then I was scooping them out to clean the tank because I was gonna redo the water because my beta fish got infected. So I was like, we gotta
redo the water.
So I was scooping the tetras out, and then everything I cleaned the tank, and then I poured the tetras back in, and I saw there were only 5 of them. Okay.
Well, that's probably why you didn't get a full refund. You didn't return the 6 fish.
I didn't finish my story.
Okay.
So I was freaking out. Like, where did the 6th tetra go? I scooped them all out. And I looked everywhere. I looked on the ground. I mean, the fish tank was right next to my bed. I lifted my pillows. But it turns out when I was scooping it, one of them got caught in the grate of the scoop.
Oh.
So it was sitting in that scoop for 3.5 hours before I found it.
Was it in water at least?
It was damp. It was pretty dried up, but then I put it back in the tank, and it was fine.
That's actually impressive.
Yeah.
Because those smaller fish usually don't make it.
I know. I felt so... it was a horrible experience for me.
Dude, you know how many fish that have jumped out of my tank that I find in the morning, like just dried up or whatever? I had a snail. Like, dude, I had the snail that kept trying to escape the tent, the tank. That's all it wanted to do. Like, I had to try to block every single hole, crevice or whatever. That's all he wanted to do was escape. And then he would never come out. He'd always hide in the cave. And then eventually he came out, and then he'd been there for a couple of days. And I'm like, well, this is kind of cool. You get to and he was a cool snail. To find out that he died, and then it was just the shell because he'd been in there so long it had enough time to decompose, and so that was pretty rough.
Yeah, that's sad. When you lose a fish, is it really sad for you, or is it more kind of like...
No, because I don't name my fish. I learned that really quickly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when you name something, you get attached to it, right? I remember I was really into Hamilton when I got my first tank, and so I named all my fish after Hamilton characters, and it was like, well, damn, Lafayette just died. Like, what the... I was like, what else am I going to do, And so I realized shortly when I stopped naming my fish, they started living longer.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, here's a quiz question. Okay. What was the name of the beta fish I gave you?
No idea. Because I didn't name it.
I named it,
Gus.
and I told you the name.
No.
It was Moishes. Named after my favorite SNL sketch. Moishes.
What was your bait fish called?
Blue. Blue, yeah.
Did you keep it from the other owners?
No, I don't think we named that one, but we just called it Blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so sad.
I mean, that guy would just like on my nightstand next to my bed. He would just sit in his plastic bowl next to me.
I know.
And then I had my other fish tank like across the room.
He was chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I love fish. Fish are fun.
Yeah. I definitely want a tank.
Yep.
In the future, I think I need to be a little more ready for that commitment.
I've never had a diseased fish
really
issue. Like none of my fish have ever. I mean, maybe honestly that's what happened to my other fish that died. I just never noticed it because it was kind of so quick.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never fun taking a dead fish out of the tank though.
Yeah.
And then the worst part is like when you put him in the toilet and then he starts swimming, and as you flush it,
you flush your fish.
Well, when they're dead, because it's like, I don't know.
Really?
I guess you could throw them in, but I guess it's like the Nemo vibe. You're just like,
yeah,
you salute it, you know.
I always bury my fish.
But yeah, well, I try to give them a chance to come back to life, you know.
And what if they do? You'll scoop them out of the toilet and put them back in the tank.
No, but like there's a couple times where like you'll throw a fish in there and then allegedly, and then it will be like it just starts swimming again. But as you are flushing it, and you're like, what the and then it just sucked in.
Oh, that is so sad.
And you can't stop the toilet because you already flushed it.
And like,
so you're just looking at it like, yo, 007, I guess.
His fate is sealed.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. It hasn't happened often, but just enough to be like.
Have you heard stories though about people flushing goldfish and them ending up in the water stream and then turning into like carp?
Yeah, but that's because they turn into carp.
Well, I think a goldfish is a carp, and then just grow a lot and cause like invasive.
I didn't know that. Okay, I have heard that, but that's because they're flushing living fish.
Yeah,
like they just don't want
How
this
would you
fish.
do that?
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just like I don't know. That's crazy. Are they? Do they know they're killing it, or is it their thought they're releasing it?
Probably they're releasing it, even though it's going straight into like a water like center or something like that.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't know.
We need to advocate for fish rights.
Yeah.
They need.
All right. Well, we are coming up to 6, and I know you got to get out of here. So, oh, yeah. You were looking to see if Michael was
I wanted to see the hand signal.
He wasn't doing anything. No.
Yeah.
So we can get out of here so you can get to your date, and we'll have to have you back on for another episode because we got so much more we got to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about. The deep stuff.
Yeah. All right. Let's take camera 2. GoPro. Thanks, everyone, for watching this episode of the Jordan Whitrock Show. If you've made it this far, consider dropping a like, subscribe to the channel. Go check out Overdrive Podcast if you want to hear some squeaky voices. And hopefully we'll see you next week with another episode. Peace.
Peace.